festival?
It was absolutely incredible. Yeah, it was amazing. It was everything we'd hoped for and more, I think. So.
How was the performance? Like, what was it like?
Really fun. We didn't know what to expect in terms of crowd size because we had quite an early slot. We were on at like 12:30, but the amount of people that came to watch us was mind-blowing. It was wicked.
Yeah. So you guys still have a weekend too, of course, to play, and then Lollapalooza later. What's like your favorite part about playing festivals?
It's just the vibe that everyone at festivals just is up for having a great time. So it's just cool. You get to meet like loads of new people as well, and it's good to.
There's a bit more like unknown to it, sort of, especially the first time you play these things. You sort of don't know what to expect, and then you can kind of go on a little adventure and just sort of go with the flow of whatever happens. And normally, like, it ends up being pretty surreal. The setting was amazing for Coachella. Like, obviously you don't get that in England ever.
Yeah.
So you guys just released your EP, Modern Love, earlier this year. How have the fans been responding to it?
Really good, I think.
Good.
Yeah. It's been great. The feedback we've got.
And then this is kind of like your first headlining tour. Obviously tonight you guys are playing 2 other bands.
Yeah.
But how was your first headlining tour in America then?
Well, we haven't actually headlined a show yet,
Okay.
but we're excited. We're pretty, it's quite a big deal for us to sort of actually be headlining our own shows over here. It's quite daunting.
Quite early on, really,
to be honest.
as well.
Like you hope it's going to work out, but the truth is you don't actually know until you play the gigs. So you sort of learn to deal with the nerves a bit, but we're always a little bit sort of excited but also nervous at the same time because you want it to be sort of everything that it is in your head.
So with Bad Sons, you guys had a stop in San Diego, at the House of Blues. Do you have any like fun memories from that? Or any favorite San Diego memories?
It was our first show
Ever
in America.
Ever.
In
So,
San Diego?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
So it was pretty surreal, to be honest. It was absolutely packed, and we were on the tiniest stage, and it was so cramped, and it was a bit of a sort of mad rush. But afterwards, we sort of just sat back. All of us sort of had a beer together, and we were just like, "What are we doing here?" Like it just felt like so surreal to actually have played a gig in America, because it's really hard to even get like visas and stuff. Surprisingly sort of difficult for you have to really get quite a long way down the line before you can when we go to Europe and stuff, it's like you just get in a van and you drive, but America's such a massive like distance away that you've got to mean it if you're going to come over. So we were so sort of proud to actually get over. So that first San Diego show was like, I'll always remember it as that.
Milestone.
I'll always remember it as our first ever American show, so it's quite special really.
So you guys have been touring America for a few months now, a little bit. What's the biggest difference that you see between British fans and American fans?
They kind of seem a bit more up for.
Yeah,
I think they're
up for going crazy.
I think Americans are naturally more extrovert. So it just seems that rubs off.
British fans tend to need a lot of alcohol to have a good time. British people are so reserved.
Yeah.
So like Friday and Saturday in the UK are amazing, but like other weekdays can be pretty tough. Whereas here it seems like everybody's up for a good time, whatever the day,
It's probably the weather.
It's keeps you crazy.
Yeah.
What is the weirdest American phrase that someone said to you?
What's Joe saying?
What, fleek?
On fleek?
On fleek.
Yeah, that.
I don't know.
Isn't that some like
that.
like really young girls say it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's popular. Yeah.
And there's
So that caught on.
they say foo as well. I don't know.
Hey fool. It's like fool.
Oh, fool.
Hey fool.
Hey fool.
Hey
I don't
foo,
use that one. Yeah.
Which is pretty. I think they're just generally using them because we didn't know what they meant.
Ironically.
Yeah.
So on the iPhone, what emoji would you use to describe your life right now?
Sun. Bright sun.
The frog.
The frog. The frog. Yeah, I guess, and a firework maybe.
Fun. And lastly, what was your biggest accomplishment so far as a band?
Coming to America. To be fair, coming to America's been up there.
I wrote down something the other day. Oh yeah, we got played in an advert for the Super Bowl, and we were watching the Super Bowl in Boise.
Cool.
Like in this dive bar, and then we were just watching the TV, and it was like a break, and then our song was on one of the adverts, and we were just like talking to these like guys in Boise, and then we're like, oh, we're in a band, and they're like, obviously they didn't care. They were just drinking, and they were like, "Oh, that's our song on the TV."
Yeah,
That was pretty surreal.
we had no idea either, and it was kind of like a really nice surprise. We were there just having a few beers and some dirty food from a dive bar.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
But that's, I mean, like a pretty big deal. Even in the UK, it was pretty huge.
Very cool. Well, thank you very much for sitting down with us.
No,
That